Hello there, fellow folks. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for the Anime Podcast Show. So right here, I'll be talking about my favorite series, what I can talk about in any topic or segment if I'm interested on. So for this week's episode, in the first segment, that will be kicking off with the anime series I got into during the post-pandemic era. Well, dang. I think I have to talk about this really personally, but this series is called Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April is a manga series written and illustrated by Naoshi Arakawa. It's serialized by Kodansha's magazine monthly Shonen Magazine from April 2011 to February 2015. It first started as a one-shot manga for a competition which it featured a male and female playing a violin together, into a grand challenge for a new talent for monthly Shonen Magazine. He'd first as an assistant before making his debut for a series called A School Frozen in Time, which was ran from December 2007 to April 2009 as an illustrator. After his series, I think it's a sports series. I think he was so tired on creating a sports manga, so he drew back to the drawing board to go back to the one shot that he made years ago, and wants to create a full story. Then, by the time of the manga's third volume of Your Lie in April that came out, he got offered to develop an adaptation for an anime, which was aired from October 2014 to March of 2015, produced by A1 Pictures, and aired for over 22 episodes. In 2016, a dub has been produced by Bang Zoom Entertainment and released for a few months later. To be honest, they had a terrific cast, and I can sense that these guys have been doing voiceover for about a year or two by this point back in 2016. Well, I'm referring to the new ones that was coming out at that time, but a few I know were doing voiceover longer than that. Before wrapping up the segment there is a live action film for this, but this time it's centered around them in their second year of high school, because in the manga, in anime, they're in junior high school. Anyway, what was my interest with this series anyway? Well, it seems that it was in my anime list for a very long time, since late of 2020 to early 2021. And Your Lie in April was in the list. I didn't get into it until in 2023. And it was a rough period in my life, and due to a family member passing, and then one day it hits me. As myself didn't help someone, so I regretted that. Then, by that time I started watching it, I really fell in love with it. Then halfway through it, I'm going, holy fuck! To be honest, I had started crying throughout of it. I can see what is the meaning of life is. Well, to be honest, I have been living in a phony life the whole time of my life. So I'm like, damn. And I just want to live a normal life. And of course, there have been so many interruptions going on in your life, and so many, what's been going on right now is just so crazy and stupid. And I didn't realize that life is so short. I never realized that. So, yeah, that's all I can say. And live normal like a human being. So, that is all I can say. Sorry I'm swearing like this, but it's just happened in life. Like, when you lose somebody in your life, and then sometimes it just bursted out of you. You just need to vent it out of it. So, yeah. So that was my interest with Your Lie in April. Well, got myself a little emotional here. Well, let's move on to the last segment of the show. That will be what anime series I'd watched right before the pandemic from 2017 to 2020. So this is the second last series for this segment. So I've been talking about childhood to where I came back watching anime. I don't remember what was the first time I started talking about my anime journey. I think it started in 2021, I believe. But thank you for who's been watching this throughout when I started doing the podcast and going all the way through today. So, we're in the final hurdle, so let's talk about it. So the next series I got into was included as would be the final show of the decade in the year of 2019. before a bloody new decade comes around, as we were in now of 2020. And that will be right before the pandemic, and that is called K-On! My gosh, I haven't said that name in a long time. How did I discover about this show? Well, it was random, by the way. I believe it was with the casting because of Sailor Moon and everything. I think that was my interest back then. I don't remember, but yeah. But one thing I remember in my memory, as I started watching the series, it was actually December 23rd and 24th of 2019. So it took me 2 days to watch 2 seasons. Then on Christmas Day 2019 would be the movie. I absolutely enjoyed it. Now, I feel like I want to rewatch the series now. And looking back how the series was so wholesome, and I think this was my introduction to a music genre like this. Well, we're about to wrap things up for the podcast. Thank you for watching it. And that is it for the anime series I got into pre-pandemic era from 2017 to 2020. So, hope you all enjoy it. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you all haven't subscribed to me yet, please do so. You will miss any content I'll be putting out. And hit the notification bell if y'all haven't done it yet. Please take care of yourselves and stay true to yourselves. And take care and stay safe. See ya.